everyone. Welcome to the Ewe Girl Podcast. Today is, what is today? Thursday, November, oh God, I don't know what date it is. Oh, November 19th, Thursday, November 19th. And we are a week away from Thanksgiving here in the United States. And things are shutting down in my area again. So they're banning any gatherings of any kind. So we are going to be having to put off our Thanksgiving. It's quite sad, but also I want to try to do the right thing. They say you can have a group if you've quarantined for 14 days, which I work in the health department, I work in the healthcare system, and there's no possible way I can quarantine. So we're just gonna do Thanksgiving another time. So I hope everything is, still up and running in your guys' areas, and you're not having to shut down again and deal with all this. But there's really been an uptick in the coronavirus cases here in our area. So we're all just trying to be safe. So I'm going to follow the rules and try to be safe also. I think it hit my sister a lot harder than anyone else. She's just had a rough year in general with changes in her job and not really knowing anyone in her new job, and then also having to do everything remotely. So then you don't really get to know anybody as easily. So I think she's a little more upset. But what we decided was when everything kind of lifts again, we're going to rent another house, which we did over Halloween. We rented a house. We're going to rent a big house, and we're just going to make it like a Thanksgiving themed weekend where we just have all the stuff we would normally have had for Thanksgiving. We will still have a little small group gathering. So in Oregon, their restrictions are a little bit less. Like in Washington, it's literally like no gatherings, like at all, unless you've done the quarantine. Now in Oregon, where my family lives, you can have a total of 6 people and 2 combined households. So my brother and his wife are gonna have my family at their house, and my sister and her family are going to have my parents at their house. That way there's no more than 6, and then we're going to kind of share the cooking duties and then transport food to the other person's homes. It's going to be a little odd, but we can then do, I'll make a ham and I'll split the ham and give half the ham to their family, and then they're going to make, we also will have turkey and stuff too, but they're going to do, the pies and a couple different things, and then they'll share pies with us. And so we're just going to try to do it that way to be following all the rules. Anyway, that being said, Thanksgiving is also our deadline for the Share the Warmth project that my son Jordan is hosting. The Share the Warmth project was a idea that we came up with to help him in his community service at school. So he's knit a couple of hats, and he wanted to reach out to you guys to see if you guys could help knit some hats as well. And then we're going to donate those hats to the Giving Closet, I believe is the place. All the information is in the last little podcast, address of where to send it, as well as the deadline and all that information. So you do have until November 26th, which is Thanksgiving in the United States, to send us your hats. We have gotten a lot of hats so far, so that's been very, very cool. Some people have been very prolific with their hat knitting, and I wanted to thank you guys so much because it's been so fun to open up these packages and see all of your love and hard work just poured into them, and I just think it's awesome. Now, I have the box here of all the hats. I wanted to show you first the one that I made. And I just did a black, watch style cap. I made up a pattern It's a 1x1 rib. I held worsted weight yarn double to give it like a nice thickness, and I just knitting around, and then I just did a decrease. So it's just a basic hat. I think I followed like guidelines. Pearl Soho has a 1x1 rib hat that they use a fingering weight or something, or they hold a fingering weight with something else. So I kind of used that as a guideline. But obviously my stitch counts ended up being a little bit different. So if you are looking for a rib hat, a free pattern, Pearl Soho has a good one. It's like a slouchy rib. Now this one, it's kind of stiff. So when you put it on, you end up getting that like, let's see, this kind of thing at the top. I don't even know what to call that, but it doesn't matter. You could also like brim it. Hello. You know, to make it nice and extra warm around your ears and stuff. So I think that'll be good. I know that somebody will get some good use out of this. And this was Knit Picks Swish Worsted, I believe, which is a superwash merino blend. I think just a superwash merino. Now my son, he knit 2 hats, and he used Wool Ease. Lion Brand, I think, does Wool Ease, and we got this dark navy color. And so this was one of the ones that he knit. I don't know if this was the first one or second one or what, but I was really impressed. I thought he did a great job. I think he used a 13 for the brim and a 15 for the rest of the hat, and then he did a second one. So they're slightly different in length. We got this giant, sorry, it's washing out really bad when I put the colors up. We got this giant ball of this Lions Brand Wool Ease, so he could make a couple. There still might be enough for one more, but he lost a little bit of the mojo after doing 2. But he cranked these out really fast, and I was quite impressed with how well he picked it up. So, and you know, that was fun. Then he started talking about trying to get a knitting club going on at school and stuff, which would be great. And I told him I would help him with that if and when we can start having actual like in-person things again. So that's kind of cool. Let me just show you some of the abundance of hats that I have. So I'm going to back up here for this project. Like I said, I made one, and I pulled one from my stash that I made a long time ago and never actually wore, so it just sat there, and that was this one. And I think this was Madeline Tosh, like the Earl Grey color, and it's just not my color at all. So but I thought it would be good for someone. But I mean, it's so heavy, this box. It's just loaded with hats. And I've got baby hats in there. I mean, oh my goodness. You guys, this is so cool. So thank you everyone so far who has put together a hat and shared it. I really think that's amazing. And I am putting together a prize package. Like I said, there'll be some yarn, and there'll be maybe some needles and stuff in there too. Maybe a pom-pom, something like that. I've got a couple different things I'm toying with. So I don't have it like put together yet, but I will let you guys know when I announce the winner. I'll show the prize and stuff as well. So it'll be the prize, and the winner will be a surprise. Okay. So that is the Share the Warmth. If you want more details about that, you have one more week to get a hat in the mail. I will accept them if they're postmarked for the 26th or anytime before the 26th. That way we can get them to the giving closet early enough that they can be useful for people in the cold of this season coming up. So that's pretty much that. The other thing I wanted to talk to you about is I know I showed you guys in one of my last episodes the Lamb Shop kit that I got, And I wanted to let you know, oh gosh, I have something in my eye. Sorry. I wanted to let you know that her website now is live, and she has kits and needles and little like felt pouch bags and accessories and scissors and all sorts of different stuff on there. So it's if you just Google search Lamb Shop kits, you'll see what I'm talking about. And the kit, like the one kit I got, I'll show you again. It came with a pattern for the hat. It came with yarn, which I haven't done anything with, but I love this color, so I'm really looking forward to that. It also came with some leaky needles in the size that I needed, and some like a tapestry needle and a stitch marker in there, and a little a cute little tag for inside, you know, that says like handmade with love. So that is now live on the internet, and I think she's got a couple kits. There's 3 different kits available currently, 2 hats and a shawl, and they usually looks like they include everything that you need in this cute little box. So that is live now. You should definitely go check out her website and see if there's anything you guys want. It's perfect timing for Christmas and for a knitter in your life that you know, don't know what they might want, but you know that they will love extra yarn and an extra, you know, fun project. Oh my goodness, seriously. Anyway, that's that. What have I been working on lately? I have a couple finished objects that I wanted to show you, and one of them is a pattern that I've been working on for a while. I have kind of lost, like you guys know, at the beginning of all this coronavirus crap, I sort of lost my mojo for knitting for a while. So this has been on the burner for a long time, and I just finally got all the testing done for it, and the pattern just needs to be a little bit more refined. It's almost ready, and so I'm thinking I'll have it up maybe the first part of December. So I'll try to pop on and let you guys know when it does become available. And it's a cowl, and it might be next week. It might be tomorrow. I am going to try to get some work done on it. It's a slip stitch cowl pattern, like infinity scarf, and it uses a worsted weight. I used some of my own hand-dyed worsted weight in like this oatmeal color, and then the contrasting color that I picked was a handspun, which this works really well with handspun because the changes in the color and the gradient, especially if it's kind of like handspun sort of dream state spin cycle, would work really well with it. In fact, I did that with this other one here, but it's just a nice infinity cowl slip stitch pattern, and all the ends and stuff, if you have ends, are kind of like end up in the middle and you don't even see them. So that's going to be available soon on Ravelry. The pattern is called the Sliding Scale Cowl. I think it just reminded me of a scale that goes up and down, and sliding scale is something we talk about in dosing for insulin patients. So I happen to be thinking about the ups and downs of this, you know, little slip stitch pattern, and I just thought, oh, I'll pull it in with my pharmacy geeky background, and we'll call it the Sliding Scale Cowl. So that is what it's going to be called. It'll be available on Ravelry soon. I will post on Instagram as well when it does go live, and you guys will be able to purchase it on Ravelry. And I'm trying to get all my patterns also just up on my website as well. So you can purchase directly from me, or you can purchase through Ravelry, whichever you want to do. So I'm going to start putting those there. So this is the first one I made. The second one I made was this one, and this is with the the Spin Cycle Dream State. I think it was Rusted Rainbow is that colorway that is mixed in there, and then the gold is a Ginger Sweet Georgia worsted, and it's just a one size, nice, cozy, cute, easy gift for someone. There is a provisional cast on, and you do have to Kitchener the end, but that's the only really kind of difficult thing to do. Everything else is just knitting and slipping stitches, so you can do that. I'm pretty sure you guys can all do that. So look for that soon. Sliding Scale Cowl. I'm trying to get back into more design stuff. I have a couple other patterns that are kind of brewing in my head, and one of them in particular that I'm just slowly working on is another shawl. This one is I had some yarn, this gradient, and then I have this like white, and I wanted to do a brioche shawl, and I'm hoping it's not showing as well as I wanted it to because the gradient's not as great, but I'm just pulled this from my stash, so you could do this with multiple different colors and it would be cute as well. But it's a syncopated brioche and garter kind of triangle shawl. So ultimately it'll be big and it'll wear, this is just a teeny tiny version, but it'll wear like that. But you can see like I've got the super saturated here, but then the super saturated blue fades into this kind of like white blue, which doesn't show up the contrast as well as I hoped. But the concept is there, and so I'm working through that right now and writing it down, and that should be coming down the pipeline too. It's not a finished object, obviously, and it's really in the early infancy stages of design. I did finish, and I don't even remember, this is horrible, I don't even remember what the name of this kit was, but I bought a hat kit and it came with yarn and a pom-pom, and I mean it just was really cute. The problem is it's too tight. So while it's super cute and it came with a giant pink pom-pom, I did my gauge a little too tight, so it fits. It's just, it's that color work and it just doesn't stretch as much as I hoped, and I tried to block it and stretch it some more, and I think it's just too tight. So I will try to remember and put in the notes. I'll try to look up after this and I'll put in the notes what this hat is for anyone who's interested. But she sells kits, and the kits are great. A super cute, hat. I just didn't knit it in the right gauge. Feels real stiff as far as that goes. It's sugar bush yarn, which I love. Single ply, like bulky yarn. Very cute, but annoying because I made it too small. The other thing that I'm working on that I'm almost done with, and I've been kind of obsessing over and really spending quite a lot of time on, is the latest Stephen West mystery knit along that came out in October. I jumped on after I'd seen a couple clues because I don't like mysteries, and I wanted to make sure that I was going to like the end product when I got it done. So I kept kind of looking at the spoiler pictures, and then I decided, okay, I think I want to do this, and I went through my stash and picked out some colors. I'm kind of in the middle of the row, and I'm on the very last part. So it's 900 plus stitches right now, which is ridiculous, but it's so cute. And I think I'm going to really, really like it once, it's done. I think his calls for it on a size 4 needle. I'm using a 5. But anyway, this is the first part, and then see if I can show you guys, then you've got, once it's blocked out you'll be able to see, then you've got these little stained glass pieces here, and then there's this little check area here and these little triangles, which you can't really see. And then I'm on the border right now. I'm just on the first color of the border. And like I said, there's 900 and some odd stitches. So the turquoise is some plucky knitter primo fingering that I had in my stash. And then I pulled this hot pink, which is from Clark and L. It was her Willy Wonka movie colorway of the month. The orange is from Mad Science Yarn. It's on the test tube base, and I think it was just like October of 2018 color or something like that. I don't know. It wasn't, but I liked the orange and how it went together. And then the purple was Whip Yarns, and it came in a fade kit. And I used the rest of the colors to do a So Faded sweater by Andrea Mowry. So I just kind of dug through my stash and put stuff together, and this is wild, but I really, really like it. And I'm hoping once I get the border done and it blocks out, I mean, it's going to be humongous, but it's been fun. Lots of fun. So I've been playing on that quite a bit, and enjoying it a lot. And so I'm getting close to the end, and it's been good. It's surprising though how I feel like I know knitting very well, but sometimes you know it so well that you think you know what's happening with the pattern, and it's totally wrong. So that's what happened with this. There was a whole section, this check section, which seems pretty basic. I probably worked on this section 3 or 4 times because I thought I was doing something. I would like just skim through the directions. I didn't really read very clearly. And so then I'm doing that and I'm thinking I've got it. And then I get to the next row and I'm like, it says I should have this many stitches and I don't. And so then I would add a stitch, and then I was like, okay, well, something's off here. And the problem I was having was I was trying to do these orange rows every other row or every second row instead of, it should have been an orange row, 4 rows of the turquoise and another orange row. So I was doing an orange, 2 rows of orange, because that's a 2 row, once in back and once down and back. And then I was doing down and back of blue. And instead of going down and back of blue again, I was going down and back of blue of orange. But I was reading the orange row in the pattern, and the pattern count and the stitch counts didn't come out right, and I was very confused. So needless to say, I had to do that multiple times because I thought I knew what I was doing, and I didn't, because I was thinking I was smarter than the pattern, I guess. But sometimes you just have to like let the ego go and actually read through it and not just make assumptions in what you think is going on. And that was definitely hard. One of the other things that I started for this lately, I've cast on all the things, but I haven't really finished anything. I decided to make some socks. The pattern, I've got some vanilla socks still going upstairs. I didn't bring them down. They're from that sock blank that I was showing you that I dyed up a while back. And I just do that when we're watching movies and stuff. And I'm getting there on the second sock, but I'm not quite done. This is a patterned sock because I don't like vanilla socks, and I don't know why. I think that I'm going to like them, and when I do them, I don't know. This is called, if I can find the front, I don't even know if I have the front anymore. It is, oh my goodness, I don't think that God, you guys, I'm so spacey today. I'm really sorry. This is, yeah, so this is me just not being very organized today. I was just trying to get the podcast out. Just get it out, get it out. Anyway, it is by Melody Hoffman. I believe that's her name. At least I have that. Yeah, Melody Hoffman. And it's a sock pattern that has these little like trees. Very similar to the sorrel and the dip in the stitches here. So I just wanted something with pattern, and I thought that this yarn would work because her sock is like in yarn that's kind of like this, like it's sort of brown, right? But mine has too much variegation that you can't really see the patterning as much. It's still fun, and this is yarn I got from Junk Yarn a while back. It was this women's superheroes thing she had going on, and this one was Squirrel Girl, and it came with this little pink mini and this brown taupey, and I just wanted to use it. So I've turned the heel. I think I'm still on the decreases for the gusset because it's a heel flapping gusset, and I'm just slowly working on that. It's not anything that I'm super excited about right now because I'm trying to get that pattern done, the Stephen West one, but it is something that I pick up every once in a while and do a couple stitches on. There was a whole time where I was trying to find something that would catch my interest and keep me interested in the pattern, and I've started a lot of things that haven't really stuck. I just keep starting things because I'm looking for that one that sticks, that I'll finish, and I eventually hopefully will finish those. I'm happy about the Slipstravaganza, I think is the Stephen West one. I do also want to do his Fantastitch because I have been following that hashtag, and I saw Leslie made one on the Naughty Knitwits podcast, and then Michelle started making one, and it makes me want to make one, and so I picked out some colors. Do you guys want to see my colors? Okay, let me go get my colors. I gotta grab the dark. Oh, well, one of mine is soaking upstairs. So I have a really, really dark teal to go with these, but I was worried that the teal would bleed because I've had some experience with some of the darker colors, like bleeding out into the lighter colors. So I'm upstairs right now. I'm soaking the teal in some wool wash just to like leach out any extra color that might be sitting on the yarn. Hopefully that'll be good. But anyway, so I have this purple. This is La Jolla in Summer Lilac. This is all yarn that I have in my shop too. So, and then I have another La Jolla in this Framboise colorway. And then I have O-Loops in the Girl with the Pineapple Earrings colorway. It's like on a sparkle base. And then I have one of my yarns. This is Mint-tastic. I've used this for socks before. I like this color. And then I have two mohair silks. So this one is Robin's Egg, and this one is Lipstick. And so I was looking at La Bien-Aimée had put together like a bunch of kits, and then imagine I have like a tealy color in there, a dark teal, and they had like this like some rainbow kits and some different things, and I was looking at hers, and I was like, oh, I want to buy some La Bien-Aimée, and I'm like, you know what, I don't need to buy La Bien-Aimée. I have some great yarn right here, and I'm just gonna buy for myself. So they had done though their kits in multiple different bases, and so I thought, well, I'm gonna do that too. I'll grab some of my silk mohair mix, and I've got a sparkle in here, and they're all like fingering or lace, so that'll work. And yeah, I'm gonna see what happens. And then the colors they're slightly rainbowy, but I actually I posted a thing on Instagram. I got the inspiration from a Bath and Body Works soap dispenser that I have in my bathroom right now. It's like Dream State or Dream Color or Dream something is the I don't remember what the fragrance is, but it's like a purple that fades to a pink that fades to a orange and yellow, and then it goes to mint and lighter blue green, and then this like tealy green. And then I thought, oh, I can do that. That would be good. I could pick 7 colors in that like strata of colors, and those will be my mint Fantastitch colors. So as soon as I'm done with the Slipstravaganza, that's what I'm casting on next. And I have all the lovely yarn here. Very excited about it. And I thought I would label the number, the color number, like the Dream soap that I've got over there. That, you know, like I think purple would be color number 1, and then the light pink would be color number 2, and then, or it might go like this. I'm not sure if it goes like, or this would be color number 2, and then this one, and then the yellow, you know, and then the mint, and then the robin's egg, you know. Anyway, you got it. You understand what I'm talking about, don't you? Yeah, you guys, you know me. Anyway, that's all I have today, you guys. I just wanted to pop in and say hi. It's really fast, and I just wanted to hope that and wish that you guys all have a great rest of the year. Hopefully I'll see you before the end of the year, but we'll I just hope that, you know, you're all staying safe and healthy wherever you are. So thanks, guys. Talk soon. Bye.